control of belief. If you can make 310 million people in America feel unsafe, we'll give up the Second Amendment.
Man, please
believe that shit.
Please download this documentary called Why We Fight. And just
Why We Fight?
Why We Fight. Download that documentary and call back after you watch it. And it's going to put you up on what it really is, not somebody's opinion of what's happening. It's going to tell you how these people manufacture wars, manufacture ways to justify in the mind of the weak American. That's what I call them, weak motherfuckers who sit there and obey.
Right.
They was born that way. Ain't nothing they can do about it. They sheep.
Right.
All right.
You know what? This is the same story, nigga. You know what this is? I keep telling people, man, hey, stay on, homie, stay on. I keep telling your people, woman, man, whenever she mad at you, she run to them.
Yes.
Look at the corruption of them, and they've made them her savior, dude.
She run to she run to both of y'all enemy. She run to the motherfucker.
Wow.
She run to the motherfucker that's gonna charge y'all kids with bullshit.
Oh, damn.
Police! That's what the bitches say. Anyway, man, it's a
this
cold
shit is
game,
gangster, man. We got full lines, homie.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, yeah.
MTV and BET is the same company. That's all I got to say.
Viacom.
This is what the kids are growing up on. Right. This bullshit.
Right.
If you say anything against the grain on Viacom or BET, you will not be on TV no more.
Exactly.
I mean, let's just
so the kids are gonna go with what they see in the videos. And
true and true indeed, man. And let's just keep it real. And one day we should get Freeway Ricky Ross up in here, the real one, right? Not the rapper. We get the real dude up in here, and he'll tell you the government got their hand in the gangs. Right? If they got their hand in the gangs that help destroy the community, what makes you think they don't have their hand in the police? What makes you think they don't have their hands in education? What makes you think they don't have their hands in every type of fraud that's being laid out in this country? And I'm going to tell you right now.
The government is part of the fraud. There are lost motherfuckers like, yeah, but Obama ain't with them. Obama is with them motherfuckers.
He one of them.
That's they man.
Come on.
That's they motherfucking man.
Come on, man.
We voted him in. You didn't do shit.
Listen.
He was put before you by the same motherfuckers that put Jesus Christ in front of your ass.
If you want to change the masses.
And I know they don't like that shit.
The same people that put Jesus Christ.
The same motherfuckers brought you Obama.
Oh, this is a JC production, bitch.
Motherfucker. And it'll be a motherfucker to be like, that ain't true. And they'll be saying that ain't true out of emotion. It is a fact.
That's
the same
real.
people that brought you Jesus Christ brought you
Obama.
Barack Obama, motherfucker.
And then, man, not to just keep
waiting on to be saved.
Right. Not to keep spreading this shit out. But think about it, Corey.
Yeah.
Dude. But this is what I think. I saw this. I don't know if you hip to the Tudors. Have you ever seen the Tudors? The story of fucking Henry VIII. It was on Showtime a couple years ago. 4 seasons.
I can't watch the homosexual nonsense.
Well, no, it wasn't. Well, yeah, it was some. It was some Fruitopia in there. Yeah.
When I see that shit, it makes me go, yeah.
Wait, say it again.
I turn from the television as soon as I see the men flirting with the men.
But you know, it was some hella knowledge in that shit in terms of the motherfucker said this nigga had an advisor named Cromwell. They were doing religious reform during King Henry's reign. We fucked the Pope. We breaking away from Catholicism. Fuck that.
Which is what we're going to talk about also today, that Pope and how he was like, fuck this pussy ass job.
Let's get at it. You know,
about to hire Sandusky as the Pope in case you don't know. Go ahead. They all do the same shit, but go ahead.
But Cromwell was one of this motherfucker's advisors. And you know what he said? He said the best way to convey the principles of our Reformation about religion in your territory is to put on plays. Back then, plays was their television.
Yeah, that was before cable got hooked up.
You figure deals?
Motherfuckers, I'm finna go to the play and watch what's really cracking.
And I'm saying the same principle is in play now.
Yeah.
You feel me? These motherfuckers put some shit on TV. We supposed to believe that it's real. I'm not saying it ain't real. You got some people saying that Sandy Hook shooting of all those kids wasn't real. They saying that was a hoax. That's all over YouTube. I'm not saying it wasn't real. I'm not saying, those people who lost their kid or whatever. I'm not saying it wasn't real. It's not that I don't have empathy for them, but these motherfuckers is playing us through the media, man. For
Everything
real.
that is allowed on that television box is set up to make it look the way they want it to look.
Right.
So when you watch this thing play out with this so-called rogue cop
Right.
that is going around killing people,
Right.
it's going to end the way they want it to end,
Right.
no matter how it ends.
Regardless. Right?
Remember Versace?
Yeah.
Remember how the dude who killed Versace, what happened? Did he shoot his own face off?
He did. It was something strange like that. But yeah, it was. He shot his.
What
he
a
shot
fucking
himself.
coincidence. You can't identify him. You know what I mean? He shot his fucking face off.
That's what I said. They say they burning down the cabin that the dude is in.
Right.
So you gonna burn down all the evidence of who he might have been?
Right.
My shit. That's, to me, that's a convenient little button up. Okay, let's get our asset out of here and get him on to another job somewhere else.
Right.
Because his work is done.
Right.
What is his work? It might be advancing a reformation of the Second Amendment. We want to take guns out of fucking America.
Yeah.
So what do? We create havoc and terror in America by the same people that's supposed to be protecting us. Now, we live in L.A. We know the LAPD been gangster harder than the Crips and Bloods out here. We know that. We know the sheriffs have been colder than gangster Crips and Bloods out here. We know that. Now, what they not telling you is the sheriff department just kicked out an inner circle crew. Like 4 or 5 sheriffs with tattoos that identify them as a clique. Just kick them out. So we got to understand, man, there's major corruption going on. We knew that with Rodney King way back in the 90s. We knew that even before then. We can go back to the 65 riots. Dead horse. But me and my daughter, man, we sat and watched that movie, The Bourne Legacy.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the lines that Ed Norton delivered was, he was trying to convince the newborn character, while he was still in the service as a soldier in the army, he was trying to convince this dude what they just did is something he shouldn't keep on his mind. He was like, listen, man, I know we just blew up a town of kids and women and children, I know. He said, what we do is morally indefensible, but absolutely necessary. And I believe that line fits American policy here at home.
Well, where they stop is when they say it's absolutely necessary, but they don't go on with what it's necessary for.
Right.
It's necessary for things to go on the way it's going on, where we're in power, we're in safer neighborhoods, and you're no power, no money, and even if you are a good citizen, you're still in the danger zone because you don't fit in.
No, right.
In this society that we have carved out, where basically to get here, even if you get here, we'll still look at you like you're breaking into your own house, a la, you know what I mean?
A la the professor up there. I know you talking about.
He found his way to that society, and he still went to jail for breaking into his house.
You feel me?
So that's when they say it's needed. It's needed to keep things like this.
Yes, man. They want to keep the image of this of the terrifying black man out there for show. For show. This is
we got to call him, man. We don't give him a chance to say something. This is the 5150, kicking it with me and Zoe.
Yes, sir.
What's cracking? Who there?
Hey, yo, what's up, Corey? This is McQueen, man.
What's up, man?